This video is to introduce the characters from Chinese Made Easy, Part 20 and 21. Now, since we already learned the characters for most time words, you don't have to trace those. You only have to trace the bottom three on page 173. The first one on the bottom of page 173 means table, not a table that you would eat off of, but a table like you see in the picture here. But it can also mean watch, like what you look at on your hand. Usually when we say watch, we do a two-syllable word, 手表. The same 手 as in 手机, hand machine or cell phone. So a hand table is a watch. But I don't really care if you learn this word because so few people wear a watch anymore. But it's in the textbook, so I thought I'd include it. It's also a kind of interesting character because at the bottom of the character, the top is 3 lines, like a table. The bottom of the character is the clothing radical. There are a few characters that do this. They take the clothing radical and they break it in half horizontally. So here you can see in this character, they have the top half of the clothing radical, and then they've inserted the character 中, like in 中国, and then you have the bottom part of the clothing radical. Or here, in this character, they've taken the top of the clothing radical right off and replaced it with a dirt radical and a mouth radical, but they've kept the bottom part of the clothing radical. Just like in Biao, they replaced the top with something else. And in this character, you can see they've done the same thing as this first character. They've kept the whole clothing radical, but they've jammed something inside the middle. So it's kind of an interesting character. A good character learn is kuai. You'll use this one a lot. Kuai means fast, and it has the heart radical, as mentioned several times. Then it has this shape that I remember as looking like a person who's running. This shape often is pronounced kuai, like in the character for dollars, kuai. The next character is man for slow. I have no way to help you with this. You just have to make up your own story. If it helps, you have the heart radical, and then sun, net, and right hand radical. Good luck. The next page you have to trace is page 182, and we've already done noon and night and eat before, so you don't have to trace those if you don't want to. You'll have to trace these other characters though. As a quick review, remember night has the rabbit radical in it, and it's sun escape, which is rabbit without its tail, because at night the sun escapes down its hole like a rabbit escaping down the hole. And this is the character for noon, in case you've forgotten. Now the first character you have to trace today is bi, as compared to, and it's supposed to be a picture of two people comparing their heights. Bi. Don't confuse this character with bei, which means north, like in Beijing, which is two people sitting back to back, guarding the country from the Huns. The next character you have to trace is Fàng, which means release. It's part of the word 放学, get out of school. When we ask about 你几点放学? Fàng has the hand with the stick radical, and the sound portion is the fang radical, which means square. It was originally a swastika. That's why it doesn't look like a square, because square was already taken for the mouth radical. Swastikas are a common Buddhist good luck symbol, and you'll see them all over Asia. They're backwards from the Nazi symbol. The Nazis stole them and then did a mirror image. The next character is Hui. It's pretty obvious. The little box returns to the big box. Hui. And it's part of the phrase Hui jia, go home. The next character you have to trace is kan, which means to see or to watch. And it's a picture of the hand radical over the eye radical. It's a person doing this, looking. The next character to trace is geng, which means even more. And it's an uneven character, so notice the stroke order. You draw the little guy's hat, his little head, the line inside the head, close it, and then a whole spine, and then the other leg. The final character you have to trace is 最, which means most. We learned this one last year in 你最喜欢什么运动? What's your favorite exercise? It starts with a sun radical, and then it has the take character, because you take the thing you like the most, right? And that's actually a combination of a right hand grabbing an ear. I don't know why. I guess takes one by the ear, as illustrated in this picture. Take, take, take,